everybody, it's Abigail Okwa here and welcome back to another WIP and Chat. Now if you're new here, WIP stands for Work in Progress. I am working on The World Was Ours by Diamond Art Club, and the artist that created this beautiful piece is Mandy Manzano. I'm currently doing an event called Sparklers Gone Wild, which is being hosted by Tima over at Diamond Painting with Sparklers. So all of my enhancements, so you can see here I have some jelly ABs in her wings, and I have some black ABs here. I also have some other ABs, but I'm not going to show you those just yet. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my angle right. There we go. Yeah, and we will get started. So how has everybody been? I hope you are all having a really great week. My week has been sort of okay. Today is actually Tuesday when I'm filming it. It's just because I'm working tomorrow, and I'm going to be finishing at 7:15, I think. So I really won't have that much time when I get back to record this. So yeah, if you would like to get out what you're working on and work along with me, that'd be great. So yeah, no, Thursday was very uneventful. You know, all that really happened was just, you know, was me doing the rota. James thankfully didn't get it wrong this time. Well, he did, but it's not a big deal. So so with the rota this week, what's happened is he has put some people into the rota twice. I don't know how he's done this, but he has. So some people, they're starting at, you know, their normal time, but they're on floor, or they are on concessions, which, you know, is like, ugh, crumbs. Okay. But yeah, we also had a midnight screening of Batman as well on that day as an early release. It was just an IMAX thing at 7 o'clock, as well as having some closing, as well as having some performances after midnight. Sorry, my wax is falling out of my multiplacer. So I'm using the multiplacer that I used last week, which is from the store that was Lexi Lily Crafts. Again, I'll put this in the description, and this is from, this pen is from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure this is from Everlasting Tips, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's from Everlasting Tips, because my other one has a thing around it. And now I can hear my cat meowing. Seriously, she woke up like 5 minutes before I was, well, actually probably near 10 minutes before I was due to start recording this, and decided she wanted, you know, to go out and have something to eat. So I thought, okay, well, I'll start doing my WIP and Chat now. And now, of course, as I think you guys probably heard, midnight is now currently, well, she's not, but she was meowing outside to be let in, but sorry, not happening. You know, sometimes I will have the thing open, sometimes I'll have the door open, just so I can, you know, just for like fresh air, or if Josh is here, because he often comes and goes. But yeah, no, so yeah, I will be So yeah, oh, where was I? I was on the... She's still meowing. Should I go let her in? Middy has joined us has graced us with her presence. So, yeah, I was going on about the, midnight release. Oh! Don't tell me you're going out again. Oh my god, I'm hoping she doesn't want to go out again, but what's the best she does? She's a cat. So, oh, yeah, I was going on about Thursday. Sorry if I'm... This WIP and Chat again might be all over the place. Before I go back to the midnight screening of the new Batman. I may be sort of trying to... This might be a little bit like stop-start of me trying to think things, because for the last 6 weeks or so, I have been very overly tired, and I shouldn't be. And I don't know why I'm overly tired. You know, I'm getting enough sleep, you know. The first thing that came to everyone's minds was, oh, it's got to be your medication that makes you sleepy, but it doesn't make me sleepy for the whole day, where I'm just like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. So I don't know what's changed, and I'm getting a little bit concerned that it might possibly be chronic fatigue, because I've been getting, it's normal for me to, you know, have headaches, but I've been having a lot more than normal. So yeah, last night I actually did go to bed with a headache, and then this morning I woke up with a headache. So yeah, so yeah, I need to call the doctors. I did actually call the doctors this morning to try and get an appointment. But yeah, when I called them up, they were like, yeah, we've got no appointments, we've got no telephone consultations or anything. Yeah, you're just gonna have to call back another time, which I was like, great, because this is my only day off until Saturday, and of course the doctor's surgery isn't open on Saturdays. The only time it's ever open on a Saturday is when you're getting your flu shot, but that's it. You don't, the surgery isn't open on Saturdays unless it's flu season or something. So yeah, so yeah, I was like, right, okay, so yeah, I'm probably going to try and call them again on Thursday, because I know I'm going to be, obviously I'm going to be doing my admin, I'm probably going to be at my desk most of the day on Thursday, so if they need to call me, they can call me then. But yeah, no, I am yeah, I'm just incredibly overly tired at the moment, which shouldn't be happening, and yeah, I'm just not having a good time of it. So yeah, we had midnight release. We also had a 7 o'clock screening in the IMAX at the cinema that I have, which of course loads of people went to, just because they didn't want to be watching it at midnight, and yeah, being there until 3 AM, because that was the time that our midnight screening finished, and there were only a few people who even went to our midnight screenings. That's, you know, it is not done, I think, as well as I think DC hoped, and that is just purely because it is an age-restricted film. It is a 15. So yeah, we are having a lot of ID, but I can pop onto that a little bit later. So yeah, yeah, nothing much really happened during my shift. I did the paperwork, I did everything that I needed to do during my shift. So yeah, it was all well and hunky-dory. The last, again, I was feeling tired on those days, and what I've been doing is I've been plugging myself into an audiobook just so I can get through it, and so I'm not like asleep or falling asleep at my desk. Because I have to admit, the last sort of couple of weeks when I've been on different areas, I have caught myself nearly falling asleep. And yeah, it hasn't been fun. So I need to know what is causing this overtiredness. I'm pretty sure it's not my iron levels because I eat a lot of red meat, so I don't think it's that. That's what's making me think it's possibly chronic fatigue or something else. But if it's chronic fatigue, it's on the very low end of the spectrum. But yeah, no, so yeah, that was last Thursday. Friday, so again, was doing my admin, got there and found the paperwork had been reprinted, which I was like, right, okay, why was this reprinted? And I think what had happened is that the closing manager hadn't really looked for the paperwork, which was in my pigeonhole. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't look for it, and therefore printed off a new set. However, this new set that they'd printed off was wrong. It was wrong. Of course it was. Of course it was wrong. So yeah, I went back to my paperwork that I had diligently printed the previous day and had to change all the paperwork over, basically. So yeah, I was not impressed by someone sort of not really looking for the paperwork that was in my pigeonhole. Seriously, sometimes, like, you know, sometimes I think our managers are as bad as our customers. Because sometimes it's like, where did you put this? And I'm like, it's right in front of you. Everything's in your head called eyes. Use them. Obviously, I don't say that to my other two managers. Yeah, no. Ben is effectively really the only competent manager there. And like I say, you guys know I get on with the main manager, the top banana, Ben. You know, I think if I didn't get on with him as well as I do, I don't think he'd be like swearing as much as he does when I'm in the office with him. And yeah, so yeah, Friday, you know, I think it probably got busy after 5 o'clock, but because I only work until 4? Yeah, 4 on those days, you know, I miss the majority of it. So basically I only see it getting busy as I'm leaving, which, you know, it's not a bad thing, but, you know, definitely since taking over the admin position at work, I'm definitely finding myself less stressed. However, excuse me, however, like I say, I am getting overly tired, and I really have no idea what has caused this. That's why I'm, you know, I'm trying to book a doctor's appointment, like I said. Done that, so... Oh yes, that was the thing, yeah, because... Oh no, it was... Was it Thursday when Ben was in the office? Not Thursday, Friday even. No, because he was at a conference. He was at a conference on Thursday and Friday, yeah. Well, sorry, I can say it's just all going into one. It's becoming a big blur. You know, if I have to like pause and rest for a while, then I will. But you know, I'm gonna try and keep going as much as I can. Yeah, so until I know what's causing my overtiredness, this is probably going to be the norm for a while. But no, I should not be feeling as overtired as I am. So it was, yeah, it was Saturday. So Saturday, the next day, and I opened the ice cream area. So yeah, that is a great area for me. I love doing the ice cream area, etc. And yeah, let's just say Saturday was a very interesting day. It really was a very interesting day. Oh yes, the previous day, on the Friday, I'd actually done some signs for the, you know, to obviously warn people that ID may be required, but I put the word, because I'm pretty sure I've told you guys I have dyslexia. And so, I had the word maybe as one word instead of a space between the may and be. So it's basically Batman, then it's got the big 15 by it, and it said no under 15s admitted, ID may be required. And one of the TLs, Ollie, picked up on it, and he was like, oh gosh, this is bad grammar. I was like, what? And he was like, and he was then reading it. ID may be required. And I was like, oh, sorry, that was me. Joys of being dyslexic. And he was like, oh, okay, I can let you off then. Yeah, but no, I'm happy to have like a joke with them. I'm happy to have a good joke with them and everything, so... Yeah, but I mean, yeah, a majority of the TLs have been there for a while, so they know me. Well, actually, the only one that's been a TL since I've started, and it's still a TL, is Halsey. So yeah. No, anyway, yeah, so Ollie corrected the typo of my sign. So we had one sign by the Dropbox where we check tickets, one by the automatic ticket machines, because usually we do get a lot of teenagers, they do usually go and buy them, and they don't buy the tickets and don't think they're going to get challenged. However, the ticket paper from the ATMs, they're blue, and the ones from the till are red. So, therefore, when people come up to us, we know exactly where we've purchased them from, and we'll know, because obviously it's a machine, that it's not going to ask for ID. It will tell them that ID might be required, but, it's not going to, be like, please show your ID, so that it knows that the person buying the ticket is old enough. So, yeah, it can get a little fun. So, yeah. Oh, and we also had a sign outside the front doors as well, so that if people were like, well, where's a sign? We could be like, well, you walked past one on your way in. There's one by the ATMs, and then there is one right here. So, yeah. That was fun. It was very fun. But no, yeah, Friday for me was very uneventful. I was just getting on really with paperwork and compliance stuff. So yeah, that's that. Sunday I was off. Now, I have, I know I've mentioned it on the channel, I am a Christian. I don't always go to church. And it's because either I'm working, or if I've had to close the previous day, or like I say, at the moment I've just been sleeping a lot, then I won't go. So yeah. So yeah, I didn't go. So yeah, this week I actually went to church, because there is a person, a priest, like in Chichester area, called who goes by the stage name Ishmael. Now, Ishmael has been around for a very long time. My mum saw him perform at a Christian camp when she was younger, and sort of in the last sort of 5 years or so, he's actually started coming to the church every now and again. So when it's like family service, if I'm off, or if I'm working later, or providing I haven't had a close the previous night, I will usually go down, and I will usually, go to church, have a little fun, and usually, they are quite fun songs as well. But yeah, no. So yeah, I went to church to see him and have some fun. He writes some very good fun songs. It's not all like da da da. He's also written some very, obviously more, serious songs as well. But mostly it's the stuff he does is like fun songs, and the kids love him. So yeah, and I have actually asked him to do something for mine and Josh's wedding, which will be next year. Oh my god, it's gonna go so quickly. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be getting married like next year, and oh my gosh, it's just so but no, I basically because we usually go to Sunday lunch at my grandfather's, so Mum's usually there for about 10:30, I think. But because obviously we both wanted to go to church, we planned so that I would pick her up from my grandfather's, and then we'd drive to the church, go to service, do the service, and then we'd drive back, which is exactly what we did. I was meant to pick her up at 10:15. However, because of this overtiredness, someone couldn't get her happy tail out of bed and ended up picking her up at 10:20, I want to say. I think that was the time I picked Mum up. I think. Pretty sure that was, yeah. Yeah, that was the time I picked Mum up. So, yeah. Picked my mum up. We went to church. And, I've missed a whole row. Oh well, who cares? I can sort that out after. Oops, sorry. But yeah, no, so we... oh gosh. So yeah, we did that, and then we drove back. Mum had thankfully forgotten some stuff to go to Grandad's. And I was like, well, there's really no point me, driving there and then like under an hour later driving back. So normally what I do is if I'm off or if I'm working later, I'll normally drive my dad over, because it's just easier to get him, it's just easier to get him, there in a car than it is for him to, get in his chair, because normally it makes the journey a lot quicker. And yeah, we'd had to wake my dad up as well when we went home, just to, make sure, because my dad, he does get very, very tired, bless him, and sometimes, well, actually, most of the time when you're going somewhere, you do have to be like, hey, Dad, yep, we've got to go. No, in the past, he's woken me up just as we're about to go, and I'm like, what? So, yeah. But, yeah, no, so... yeah, we came back. Mum, she had some desserts, some frozen puddings that she'd had to get from our fridge, so she could put them in my grandfather's fridge. And yeah, basically I rushed upstairs to get my cross stitch, because I thought, well, I might as well bring something with me while I'm waiting for lunch. But it was nice to sort of see my grandfather and spend a bit more time with him than I normally do. I worked on my cryptids, which was my flatwoods monster. I will post a quick photo of it right here, so that I remember to you know, so you guys can see what it looks like. I haven't posted about it in a little while. Yeah, because I'm mainly doing it sort of in the evening. But I should probably really be doing that like daytime, because, you know, there is a lot of black and stuff in it, so, you know, it is a bit, I wouldn't say it's like annoying to work on in the dark, but, well, when it gets dark, but it's kind of, you do have to look for the holes a little bit more, because it is on linen, so, yeah. But no, so that was my Sunday. And then yesterday, I did my normal, went horse riding, and then I went to work. So horse riding was really good. I finally got back on my A game this week, and decided, and you know, I just went for it. So I had popcorn again. I'm gonna have to get a picture so you guys can see what popcorn looks like, because obviously he's been you know, the main horse that I've been riding the last sort of couple of weeks. Yeah, I miss my Twixie though, but he's somewhere, you know. I can't ride Twix all the time, as much as I would love to, but no, yeah, no, Popcorn, he has really settled down since, you know, I first started riding him. So when I first started riding Popcorn, you know, he was a bit, you know, he doesn't like his girth being done. And he could get a little bit nippy with that. But no, he hasn't tried to, you know, he hasn't tried to bite me for a little while. He hasn't tried to bite me to be like, get off. Which, you know, that's a good thing. But, yeah, no, so, we just had a regular lesson, and we had some little, they weren't poles, they were like little skinny, I think they were called like skinnies or something, like skinny poles, I think that's what they were called, I think, off the top of my head. And we were doing those, so it wasn't a jump lesson, it was a flat lesson, but yeah, so it was a flat lesson, not a jump, but we were just doing it because, you know, it's always good to just, you know, do some pole work sometimes. And because obviously I haven't been, you know, feeling well the last sort of few weeks when I've been going riding. I was like, right, this week I'm gonna knock it out of the park. So yeah, what we did is, you know, warmed him up and everything. Gotten into, you know, did all three, trot, canter, well, walk, trot, then canter, and yeah, he's been like, and he was just like a little dream, really. But yeah, we worked him, me and Sally, I worked him very hard, to the point that he did get some lipstick. So when I'm talking about lipstick, so horses, when they've been working hard and when they're doing a good job, they foam at the mouth. And, you know, they tend to call that a bit of lipstick. So, yeah, but he was doing really well. So Sally was like, yeah, so this is, you know, we just trotted over the poles, and then she was like, right, now I'm gonna get you to do it in canter. So she was like, yeah, we'll just do one. But me being me, I'm like, you know, back of my mind, I'm like, I haven't been on the ball the last couple of weeks. I'm going to try and challenge myself. So I thought, instead of doing one, I'm going to do two. So got him in canter, did the first one. Then I was like, right, okay, we're going to go for the second one. Did the second one in canter, and then I was like, do I be cheeky and do the third one? I was like, yeah. And then went for the third one, and, you know, that really impressed Sally. And I was like, I've been off my A game for a while. I need to get back into it. I felt I needed to get back into it. She was like, well, that's really good. So, yeah, we did that on the other rein. And then... yeah, we did an exercise where we did the same thing. We started on one rein, and then we would change it to the other rein, and yeah. So that was good. So then end of the lesson came. He'd done a really good job, and, you know, treat time. Always love giving the horses treats. He's Mr. Slobberchops. However, this time Mr. Slobberchops just got a little bit too excited, and I have got a picture of it. He decided to nom down on my finger. So I have a picture of what it looked like yesterday. Complete accident, not intentional, like someone else that we know, Buzz, who I honestly I haven't seen him for like a few weeks. Well, I haven't seen him since he decided to take a chunk out of me. Which, you know, it's a shame. I do like Buzz. He's great to ride, but I don't appreciate it when he likes to take chunks out of me. So, yeah, he bit his tree, and, of course, like I say, my finger. And he realised that my finger very quickly wasn't a treat and let go. Yeah, it didn't hurt as much as when Buzz bit me. It was kind of like, when we were riding back, I could already feel the pain starting to subside and go away. So, you know, I knew I wasn't going to lose my finger. Knew it wasn't going to have to be chopped off. Knew that I was going to live, etc., etc. So, yeah, we got him all sorted. Got him in the... You know, Sally took him back, and I went to work. So, yeah, I got to work, and Ben was like, yeah, did you manage to get everything done? Oh no, he asked me that on the Saturday when I went in for a customer services number. Yeah, so I'm going to backtrack, but yeah, I told him about what happened with the paperwork and everything, and his face was like, the hell? Why didn't anyone look for it? It's like, ugh. But no, anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, yesterday, Monday, well, still on Monday, obviously, so, got to work like I normally do. Yeah, I didn't get round to showing Ben my finger where Popcorn had bitten me. Most likely what Ben would say is, you need to stop horse riding. You know, stop going horse riding. You keep coming in injured. No, also, I should probably mention with my horse riding as well, I never feel tired when I horse ride. I'm always like so on the ball, but despite the fact, you know, I stepped up my A game to what it had been, I still felt really, really tired. And I felt a bit of pain in my hip, which I was a bit like, okay, this is odd. And, you know, I came off and I was like feeling pain in my legs and stuff, just all muscular, and I thought this is strange. And also I'd felt like really tired as well, which never happens, but I was just like, I could just fall asleep on popcorn right now and yeah, he'll be fine. But yeah, I thankfully managed to keep myself awake. So yeah, but no, got in. So I mentioned last week about the keys, of all these different keys that we had to go through. I got in and, you know, Ben was like, so, you're going to do those keys today? And I was like, yes, I'm going to do those keys, because I've been putting it off and putting it off because, yeah, I just haven't wanted to go around the building and test out keys. Being like, now what would I rather do, compliance or keys? And of course, as you know, the last few weeks I've been like, compliance. But I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to do it on Monday. And I think Ben kicking me up the backside was what I needed. Not literally, just figuratively. So, yeah, most of my shift yesterday was going around the building testing keys. Which, you know, it wasn't the most fun job in the world, but it was okay. I could deal with it. So yeah, a lot of I was just testing keys and doors and stuff. Some of the keys I found they fitted in some of the locks, but then when you tried to turn it, the key wouldn't turn. So yeah. But no, my last half hour of my shift I really spent just doing compliance work, because I was like, I just need something mindless to do. Also I had to order some cartridges, so, an ink cartridge, well, from, no, sorry, I probably shouldn't say that. I had to order some toner from our printing company, so where we have our printer, so the company that we have our printer from. I needed to order some. We don't have to pay them just because it's in a contract, you know, we're in a contract with them, and so yeah, I just needed to order some more because we are getting low on that ink, and yeah. So yeah, I ordered that. I also had to order a new compactor key, just because someone somehow managed to bend the compactor key. Anything else that I've got that I had to do? Yeah, I had to order some more like return labels for. So when we get our films, we get them on a hard drive, and that hard drive is basically just for the film. So yeah, I had to get that. So yeah, I did that. So yeah, when basically we finish playing the film, we have to basically, you know, send the hard drive back, obviously, because, you know, anyone can you know, hate the film and stuff. So yeah, I had to order some more return to sender labels. Also, I'd ordered some bungee cord things to tie around the cinema doors, so that when so yeah, at the end of the night when we're closing the screens, normally people would tie bin bags around them, and yeah, the cleaners don't like it. So yeah, he asked me to order something, and I saw some like bungee cord thing and thought, hey, that would be okay. However, this great idea, they didn't stretch far enough. So yeah, I had to basically do a reorder form for that. Yeah, then I basically did some compliance stuff, and I think, yeah, it was really all I did. And then I went home, had dinner, started the border of another cryptid for my cryptid Sal, and yeah, that was really what I've done. I've got to change the bed, so I'm gonna have to move Her Majesty after I've finished recording this. But yeah, I think that's really going to be all from me today. I honestly can't think of anything else. Hopefully next week's will be longer and not sort of under 50 minutes, but you know, it's just going to depend how tired I am. Oh yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention it, but Saturday, like I say, I was opening the ice cream, and yeah, we had a lot of IDs. I was actually doing a lot of refunds for stuff on Saturday, just because people, you know, they hadn't bought ID and they just wanted all the food. They just wanted that food refunded and stuff. So yeah, no, it was fun. It was all fun and games on Saturday. So hello everybody. This is later in the day. I just thought I'd very quickly add this in. I was meant to say this earlier, but yeah, with this over tiredness kicking my butt, you know, it slipped my mind, but I'm gonna say it here now that I think about it. So obviously, you know, in the last couple of weeks we've seen all like the horrible things that have been happening in Ukraine, and I really just want to, you know, I just want to say, if anybody has friends or family or knows anybody who is affected by the situation, I just wanted to say that we all stand together and in saying that this violence that is being, sorry, I'm really trying to think of words at the moment, that this violence that is happening in Ukraine is horrible, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. Seeing like a lot of videos and reading a lot about it in the news, especially sort of parents that are you know, sending their children away to Poland or other countries. And this is the thing, the people that are most affected in anything are children. And it's really upsetting to see sort of videos of parents sending their children away from this violence and bloodshed. You know, they don't deserve this. No one deserves this. And I just I just want to say that we stand with Ukraine on this channel. We stand with them and we support them. And I just ask if there is any way that you can help families in Ukraine or do something just to support them. Like, you know, even if it's just donating to a food bank. Because, yeah, my mum is the chief, is not the chief, the deputy coordinator of a food bank, and she said that she has noticed a lot of families from, you know, Ukraine starting to come in. And, you know, I just ask if you can donate any aid, sort of, you know, even if it's just a spare tin of pasta or beans, just anything that can go out and help all the families, just all the people that are living in Ukraine or that have fled their homes to escape Ukraine. You know, it's great that we've put sanctions in place, but I still feel that we do need to do more, you know, against Russia to stop what is going on in Ukraine, because I think I stand with everyone to say the last thing we want is another world war, basically. Ooh, I've just... You know, it's heartbreaking just seeing the images, hearing about what's happening in the world, especially, you know, like I say, especially with the children, of families being separated, etc. And yeah, I just ask if there is any way that you can help, you know, with what's going on in Ukraine. I just ask that, you know, you do that, just please. And yeah, sorry, this is just really hard to speak and to talk about, just because, you know, that no one should have to go through this. And yeah, again, if there's just any way that you can help the people in Ukraine just by doing anything, no matter how small it is, that will go a long way. So yeah, just thank you for listening, and I will revert you back to the original video. But anyway, that's it from me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did like this video, please hit the like button, comment, and possibly consider subscribing. But yeah, that is all from me, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye!